Hey guys, it's me again. So, you know, as we get closer to Christmas, I get I get emotional during this time of year, which is sometimes the reason why I don't seem overly excited. It brings me back to a time when I was a lot younger. I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story, and I don't open up about this to a lot of people. A few people know the story, but so just like every other kid, when I was younger, I look forward to Christmas. I look forward to getting the presents and wondering what the big present was going to be this year. Because you always got the normal things. Back then we still had VHS, so you got VHS movies, or you got clothes, or you got you know different things, and then you always had the one present that kind of was like the last. Your parents like, oh, you got to open up that one last, and it wasn't until you know. It's not that I never gave. I did give, but I always liked the receiving part. Yeah, I'll be straight about that. But all that changed in 1989. I was just turned 18, and you know I still loved getting gifts and stuff like that. But this year we decided that you know for a couple of years my family had always done charity work. Volunteered for the holidays. And so in 1989, Thanksgiving, I went to, I did my share. It was my time to go help out. And we went to a homeless shelter in Boston. And, you know, I got assigned, dishwasher. So, I was in the back room. So I didn't get to really see like the impact of what being homeless meant. You know, um, I had this little window where people like returned all their dishes, so I really couldn't see what was going on out there. I just saw dishes coming in, So fast forward to Christmas. uh, I was supposed to do the same job again, but this time they were a little short-staffed, and they only had a couple people who um, were on the front line. So I remember being told that don't make don't make a lot of eye contact, don't interact, um, don't overserve. Um, give them the one serving, and that was it. So I pride myself, and things were going good, but I just couldn't believe how many homeless, and this is just one city, but it felt like there were so many homeless people that this was like multiple cities joining together at once. And my as a kid, my thought process of what homeless meant was like people who didn't want to be part of like civilization. They just wanted to be people who were getting free food, and you know you had that vision in your head because you know this is not something you get taught. Yeah, your parents tell you, but until you see it visually for the first time, you don't really see the impact. And I was seeing families, like not just one person. I was seeing couples with kids, um, mothers with kids, um, young teenagers. It was hard. It was a lot. And I remember trying not to make eye contact, but I was just like I was trying to be so empathetic towards these people, and I kept wondering myself, like, I know I couldn't make it. I was like, I couldn't make it, because I was so used to, like, my family wasn't rich by any means, but like, you know, I, I guess seeing that I was taking my life for granted. I was taking this is normal life, getting up on a bed, going into a shower. I thought this was like almost how everybody lived, I guess. But where it took a big turn, where my life took a big turn, was when I had this mother and this son come through, and I gave them their servings, and I remember the little boy saying, "Oh, sir, can I get a little bit more gravy?" I was told, we can't because once everybody gets served, then they say, "Hey, if anybody wants seconds, blah blah blah." So, but I can't say no. This kid had this like the most innocent face, and the way he was calling me sir with so much respect, and I was just like, so I gave him a little bit, and as I'm giving him a little bit more gravy, he looks at me and says, "I like your necklace." I couldn't believe that I didn't tuck it in, because we were told to tuck in anything, because these people, they don't have anything except for like what's on their back. And when this kid acknowledged my necklace, I felt like the biggest shit. I really did. I felt like the biggest shit. Like, it wasn't anything special. It was like a plated gold, like it was like a star, and maybe cost me about 40-50 bucks back then. I'm thinking to myself, this kid has nothing. So as the kid is about to walk away, I take off my necklace. I put it on his tray. So to tell me it was the right thing to do. And he goes, "Oh, sir, no, I can't take that." Blah, blah, blah. It's like, "Kid, Merry Christmas to you." As you see this story, so it gets to me. And he's like, "Thank you so much, thank you." And the look on that kid's face from getting this one gift, about 2 minutes later, maybe 3 minutes later, his mother comes back and says, "Sir, I'm sorry, we can't take charity." And I said, "Ma'am, it's not charity. It's the boy's Christmas present." And she had this, like, "Why did you do this?" expression in her face. And I said, "Merry Christmas, ma'am." She goes, "Bless you, bless you," and walks away. I made up an excuse to leave the line. I said something like I had to go to the bathroom, and I went. I really did went into the bathroom, but I went in there to not show people I was crying. That was the most powerful moment in my life to that point. And I'll tell you something right now, it's still the most powerful moment in my life, 33 years later. That was the moment I realized what Christmas really meant. It wasn't about it wasn't about what I was going to get. It was about what I could give. It's still 33 years later, I still think back to those two, the mother, the son. I still think back to what happened to them. And I just, in a way, I just wish that I could tell them what an impact that moment had on me, and I hope it had an impact on them. So as we get closer to Christmas, I want people to reflect on not what you're going to get, but what you can give. And I'm not saying go out and, if you want to volunteer, that's great. But do something for someone. Try and think of that saying now. Not pass it on. You guys will know what I mean. But do something for someone. If you're in line at a store and someone doesn't have enough, help them out. If whatever it is, I mean, if you have a friend in need who needs an open ear, open your ears to them. Whatever you can do to make someone else's life either better for that moment or just to make them smile for this Christmas season, that's the best gift you could ever give. So yeah, since then I've always looked at Christmas a little differently. So that's why I try to reach out to people, and it doesn't have to be just a Christmas thing. It should be a year-round thing of giving. But Christmas time is a hard time for a lot of people. It's not always this joyous event because there are a lot of people who don't have a home, don't have a bed, don't have a bedroom, don't have a shower, don't have any clothes. So while we're enjoying the holidays, think about those who are more in need. So that's what Christmas means to me. To give yourself, your generosity, your emotions, your feelings to someone. So on that note, Merry Christmas to everybody out there, and Happy New Year.